In this which way? This camera or that camera?
Yeah.
I always look at that camera. I always look at the wrong camera because we got Brad here.
Yeah, he's not here.
All right. In this episode of The Full Nerd, rumors, and one cool-ass T-shirt giveaway. Wait, there was music.
The audio.
We got to do it ourselves.
Hold on.
We can do it again or just fake it.
It was so
sometimes
good, Adam.
I'm sorry. Sometimes the PC here, it doesn't just work like an Apple, you know.
Oh, you get out.
There we go.
Get out.
All right. Now, hold on. Restart. All right. Do it.
In this episode of The Full Nerd, rumors, and one cool-ass T-shirt giveaway.
There we go. I got it right this time. I can collect my paycheck.
Welcome to The Full Nerd, episode 57. I'm your host, Gordon Ung. Brad Charkis is on vacation but we get Elena Yee.
Hi, everybody.
And, of course, Adam Patrick Murray, who has all of the control.
Gordon, you're just about to go away for the 4th of July, right?
Yes, I am.
A nice little trip. What do you like to do to celebrate the 4th of July?
We just hang out. We eat.
Barbecue? Are you a big barbecue fan?
Well, I do like to barbecue, but usually because I'm basically there with in-laws for about 5 days. Mm-hmm. They don't watch this, but it gets a little about the end. It's pretty hard. You know, you're spending a lot of time with in-laws, but it's a great time. We share cooking duties, so there's barbecue usually sometimes, some days, and then we go to a place to watch fireworks. So.
You guys like up in Oregon, Tahoe?
Up in Sea Ranch, California, Northern California, which is on the. It's just basically sitting around doing nothing, going to the beach,
nice.
And then Point Arena. If you've ever gone there, great place for fireworks.
Wow.
I mean, well, you know.
So do you like to light your own fireworks, or you like to watch other people?
You know, I used to when I was a kid, and you know, I'm Chinese, so I always had access to fireworks. But I don't do it anymore. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, most of the Bay Area cities, you can't really have fireworks. So
I don't know. Tell that to the people in Oakland, because especially around Warriors games, people are lighting up fireworks all night long.
Now, I will say that is true. So I don't like to do it.
Or maybe that's just guns.
I generally don't like explosives. Like, personally, I don't like explosives because I like my hands. But Oakland is a special place on the 4th of July because it really is. The entire city is just
blowing,
it is, and they're actually fireworks. So there are not objects made of lead and coated with copper going up. So it's actually a good place. New Year's is a different story because there's no fireworks in New Year's.
There's guns.
You definitely want to be inside with the Kevlar on. So.
You know, I lived in Salt Lake City for 10 years, and they celebrate Utah's independence on the 24th of July. So not only do you get July 4th, you get the 24th, and it's just fireworks nonstop in July.
They celebrate their state independence?
Yes.
Independence from what?
No, not independence. I'm sorry, like when they became...
entry into the Union?
Join the Union?
Yeah, so like literally fireworks all month long. It's, you know, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So it's just like going to Disneyland every day.
Sure.
Yeah, we want to get
like
a history
the
lesson.
Disneyland of U.S.
I was just I was on an island in the Bay, and they had Civil War. It was cool. They actually had a 12-pound simulated Civil War cannon they fired off.
Whoa.
And my daughter, Marianne, and her friend got to fire the thing, sort of.
That's pretty cool.
The ranger's like, oh yeah, can I have 2 volunteers? I'll have those too. And they're like, are you not going to have them actually fire this 12-pound cannon, are you?
Watch out for the kickback.
Yeah. But no, it was perfectly safe. Because you know, they give them they help clean it out. There's like the procedure you do to make sure that when you put the next charge in, it doesn't actually explode on you. So you have to, there's a wad and you tamp it down with water to make sure it's a little wet. So embers don't actually explode when you put the next charge in.
Well, could you use like a wet T-shirt to shove it in there?
Wet T-shirt. Yeah. See, Adam's getting us back on. See, Adam takes us off the tracks and he puts us on the track again. There could be a wet T-shirt, and it would be in this awesome. This is the bag. I actually carried this back from Taipei.
It's so rare, though. Would you actually risk getting that wet?
What's rare about it? No, you went. So the bag is pretty awesome too. We'll send it to them in the bag.
The bag is pretty cool.
I carry this on with me, and we are going to be giving away. If you saw the interview with Jim Anderson of AMD, we did at Computex. This is a shirt we said we were going to give away. We actually finally got off our butts and did it. So it is a limited edition. Second gen Ryzen Threadripper for the full name, for people know. It's not Threadripper 2.
Created with heavy metal.
Created with heavy metal. They just released a video on this. It's got the logo on this. And on back, what I really love is this. This is what makes this shirt even more special.
Oh.
It is actually signed by none other than Lisa Su and Jim Anderson. I witnessed them signing it, so it's not just a stamp, it's real.
And
I didn't sign it myself. I got to tell you this.
These tour dates on
And
there
that's
too.
where you can see, Threadripper 2. This shirt, by the way, is so rare that I talked to some AMD employees at the event in Computex. I said, we didn't get that shirt. Oh, okay, all right. So this shirt is especially rare. Nerd, sorry, XL only. So if you're...
well, see, that's what I was asking. Like some people were, when we announced it, somebody was like, oh, what size is it? And I think you had said XL, and someone was like, oh, man. Like, I'm asking you guys, would you want this shirt to wear, or are you going to put it up? Are you going to frame it? Because, I mean, who cares what the size is, right?
I'm kind of with you. I mean, I do think it's like if you have sports memorabilia, do you wear it? You don't like get a basketball signed by the Warriors and then go dribble it out on the court. You're going to put it in a little case.
Also,
right?
you know what I think will we didn't put it in the post, which I just put in the chat. So if you want to go to the giveaway, I put a link in the chat, but it's also on PCWorld.com. You can just go there. There's a widget. It's free to enter. Anybody can, but only U.S. legal residents and a couple places in Canada can enter legalese. Sorry, but yeah. I was actually thinking it's probably worth more knowing that you carried around this, all through your travels in Taipei,
I did.
Yeah.
In fact, and what I did was
it was transported by Gordon.
I did not put it in my
With
luggage because I was like,
didn't. Wow.
It's like,
You
I'm
like
not gonna lose
did you
it,
have
right?
a briefcase
handcuffed
to you?
I put it in the plastic bag because I didn't want, like, if something leaked out or something, I didn't want the signature to get ruined.
Right.
So I mean that's
good thinking, good planning.
It's cool stuff. I do wonder, for me, maybe I'm just getting old or something, but I sort of think there is some collectible kind of like coolness to having signatures of people for technology items, which is pretty rare. I mean, you did have that done in secret, but it was mass stamped. I think the first, the original Macintosh, I think, was signed by the team, right? So, and a lot of the CPUs, there's actually internal signing of things. So I think there's a cool thing to it.
People are excited for this shirt, so go in and get your entries. You can get actual extra entries for becoming a subscriber to Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and,
but you don't have
whatnot.
You don't have
to. Free. What is it called? Free to enter. No purchase necessary.
Right.
There we go. A lot of people are saying they'd put it up, but we got ITX Gaming on YouTube says he's going to wear it to his wedding. Yeah, it's that cool.
There are a lot of people that do, like, for my wedding, I gotta tell you, like, so nerddom here, like, in the wedding toppers in our cake were Han and Leia. Okay.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We still have them at home. A friend gave them to us, 2 action figures, authentic, vintage, Star Wars Leia and Han things. So we are Star Wars fans.
That's awesome.
Obviously. But yeah, I don't know about, you could wear it you probably were going to have to wear it underneath your,
we do have
tuxedo, I got to say.
We do have a couple of good questions about this. We're sticking on this giveaway for a minute because it's important. New York Camelon, I guess, sure. Does it come with a signed note of authenticity? How do you know that you didn't just sign it yourself? As Lisa Su.
I can attest to it, and I guess we could have there is no. I will say I witnessed, because I was at Computex. They announced a 32-core second-gen Threadripper. People lost their mind. It was a mad rush, and it was like a Van Halen concert, which is like I liked it. It was really like a rock concert because it's just crazy because people they lost it over that. And then I actually, because we got the shirt, I said, hey, is it possible to get Lisa to sign this? And the PR person, God, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on her name, I think, which I apologize for. She actually, oh yeah, I've got a silver pen. I saw Lisa actually physically sign it. So you can refer to this YouTube video when you sell this shirt in 5 years. You say, oh, look at this YouTube video. Look, that's proof, right? Well, it is on YouTube, so it must be true. And then if you, during the interview, Dan and I can both attest that we did see Jim Anderson sign it as well.
Another question, where was it? Over on Twitch, by Crap Game. crap with a K. So
might be a game actually. Who knows? Developing.
He
game
said,
about crap.
Gordon, did you sign it personally? How come you didn't sign it?
Oh, come on. That's just not. I as a journalist, as an observer, I don't think it's something that it's this is about AMD. It's about the vendor. It's about the cool hardware. It's not about the journalist. It never should, frankly, be about the journalist as much as the world is oddly going that way. It should be about
influencers, man.
Would you sign a full nerd shirt?
Yeah, sure, certainly we could do that. If we ever get those made,
that's how you get Gordon's signature, everybody.
Yeah, we hear you. I am actively looking into it.
We'll are we actually going to merch?
I have an idea for a full nerd.
I mean, I think
t-shirt.
It's a cost thing. Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? I ain't got my Paul. I like this. I saw every time I see Paul from Paul's Hardware. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, Paul, where's my shirt you promised me 5 years ago at IDF? Oh, yeah, he gave me a card this time. No, of course, I should just pay for the shirt. And then also the last time, Gamers Nexus, Steve was like, oh, yeah, I sent you. Sure, okay, where's my shirt?
Actually, you know what I want from Gamers Nexus is that cool big work pad.
He was going to send that too, but I think he sold them all. He's like, I could send you a freebie or I could make money. I'll make money. Yeah. I think that's the same thing. I'll have to buy them, I think. So,
all right. Well,
I got to say it'd be awesome to get a full, just a bunch of tech people on a stage somewhere and just talk about technology. That'd be interesting.
That would be super fun.
Somewhere.
That would be super fun.
That would be super fun.
Yeah, I mean, it could be as long as it's somebody can really be somebody could really be the zookeeper over that because I am afraid it could turn into a zoo sometimes. But.
So you need a moderator for the panel,
like a real
with a can of mace and a
can of mace,
sun gun.
Ooh.
So you just need like a chair and a whip.
I gotta say it's a lot kinder now. I've been doing this for a long time. There were definitely more competitive spirits before. So. With people weren't as nice to each other, but now everybody, I swear to God, it's a different world. Everybody's just really cool to each other. So
awesome, cool. Well, that is our giveaway once again. I put a link in the chat. I'll put it there again. I'm going to put it in the description. But yeah, and you can also go to PCWorld.com. There's a little widget. Sign up, no purchase necessary, and you get some extra entries. And we're going to run it for a couple weeks because of the holiday next week. We're not going to be in to do. Or not all of us are going to be here to do a full nerd. So we'll announce the winner that next week, whatever that date is. I think it's the 12th. What is that? 10th. So tentatively the 10th.
One of those
someday
days,
in July.
Whenever. Go to the website. Don't listen to what we're saying. Obviously, someone didn't take notes on it.
Cool. I mean, and on that note, speaking of Threadripper 2, speaking of second-gen Ryzen Threadripper, yes, that's it. Let's talk about it.
All the speculation.
Yeah. When is it coming out? Since you got Lisa to sign this and she gave you all the details about Threadripper 2, why don't you just tell us,
my Wi-Fi just let us down too. What's up with that? Yeah, so
your Wi-Fi. Okay, sorry.
I'm just gonna preface this again. We typically do not talk about rumors unless we sort of feel that they are credible enough to talk about. Because Brad is just a bucket of no fun on talking about rumors. He wants to keep everything responsible. As you can tell, Brad is not here, so we're talking about the rumors. There are just a ton of rumors. Brad, we're talking about this because Brad's on vacation, and then every time he's like, "That's totally not credible."
It's because we know he's not listening right now.
Which is and I got to say, like the 2990X. Look at this. What is up?
Would you like to use mine?
No, it's probably just our Wi-Fi, which I wish there was a McDonald's nearby so I could use their Wi-Fi.
I'm on a different Wi-Fi network, so you can use mine if you want.
But yeah, so there's a leak that the second gen, there's actually some benchmarks out there. People probably already know about this. Came out about a week ago, but the model number is going to be the 2990X.
2990X.
2990X. So it's 32 cores, 64 threads, compatible with the TR4 socket, of course, which we all knew. But there's actually a Cinebench number, which, damn it.
Would you like me to pull it up?
Did you put that in Slack? Am I?
Gordon.
I think
Gordon.
Oh, I got it right here.
You got it?
Because I'd saved it because I knew that our Wi-Fi would quit. Quality stuff we got. And there was actually, there was a CPZ shot of it. And it looks pretty real. Of course, the TDB is 250, which I think is sort of a soft fact, I think. Non-Tech did say a while ago, InCuttress had coverage saying it was 250 watts for the 32-core part and also the 24-core part. I have not confirmed any of that with AMD necessarily. I think they're sort of, hey, you know what, we're just going to save that. And then also performance, though, which is interesting because somebody did post a Cinebench screenshot. And the 2990X looks like their best run was 6400. 6399 or 6400.
That's close enough.
It's pretty, I mean, that's pretty good. What did Intel get on their 28-core liquid chilled 5 gigahertz part, all core? It was like 7300.
I can't remember.
No clue.
So I have seen people go like, it's interesting because I've seen it spun one way, which is like, oh, wow, this is pretty awesome, 6400. And then I've also seen people go like, oh, Threadripper 2 with 32 cores, 4 more cores fails to beat Intel's 28-core part. But it's just like, come on, we don't know any. I would not take much, and this is the reason why Brad doesn't like talking about this stuff. I wouldn't take any of this that seriously until we get the parts. This looks pretty real, but final performance is going to change because final clocks, final BIOSes, all kinds of things are going to change. Cooling affects it. So I wouldn't put too much stock in the performance, but it does look about right. I mean, that's just a huge... I mean, just give you an idea. What do we get here? We got so a 10-core 7900X. I can't read this.
Are you talking about that image you put in Slack? Should I put it up on screen?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and pop it up there?
All right, let me download
Do a little show and tell today.
Yeah, especially the audio listeners love it when we do show and tell.
Yeah, we do show. I just told them what it is. What I love is I can get everything except the actual internet.
Is it that one? I think it's this one.
I love how the screenshot has something blurred out.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's just, and it's in red too. I don't know what that is all about.
I don't want you to know what it is.
Yeah, that actually is an interesting mystery, right? So whoever had the access to this part.
All right, here we go. Okay, that looks like crap, but I put it up. I did it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, cool. We'll run the other one later too, I guess. But yeah, so we're looking at someone who apparently, claims to have had a Threadripper 2990X, assuming that's what it's going to be called, and 6400. So it looks like 4 runs of it.
At different speeds.
Wait, so who do you think took this image? Where did people get this?
So this is, usually it's partners. There is somebody, in most likely Taiwan or somewhere who has the part, access to it, and they were able to get this shot. I think this is out of HKPC originally. Mm-hmm. So we've got to give them due credit. And it's typical. I mean, the industry leaks like a sieve there. Everybody talks to each other because, everybody talks and everybody talks. And then these things leak, and I don't think AMD is going to necessarily think this is bad, right? This is some stuff, right? I wonder what my Cinebench score was for 7980 for 18 core. It was probably 10 cores, 2184. I'm going to guess maybe 4K. No.
Yeah.
430,
PC
maybe 30.
Gamer on their site said that, I guess the former Maximum PC guys, they said they got about 4,000 in Cinebench on the 18 core Intel part.
This is, it's healthy. You're looking at 6,400 versus 4,000. Of course, I do know that I was talking to a vendor. He's like, well, there's more to actual performance than just Cinebench. It's like everybody's just like into the Cinebench game. I still love it because it's a repeatable tool. There's a lot of control, but there is more to it. And I think what the one takeaway is not everybody's really going to use 64 threads of compute, right? So it's just not going to happen.
We have a couple of people kind of guessing to figure out what is hidden behind that.
I actually want to know what other people think because I'm really curious about this.
We got Bug Lovers Tech on YouTube says it's a 2800X.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, right?
We also have NY Camelon says the red is an Intel 8-core.
I wonder if it is an Intel part, though, because look how short that name is relative to the AMD one.
True. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would wrap around the entire screen if it were like an AMD Threadripper, right? I could see that. I could see that being an 8-core Intel part. Could it? The other thing is like, it's a 2800X part. Maybe the 2800X are going to be, binned. Ryzen parts so 8 cores and high clock, or is it possible? No, there's no way it'd be 10 cores. I just don't see it because the dies aren't there. So could they? No.
No.
2 dies. Yeah, I guess it's possible, I suppose, right? Because it's 2 dies in a Zeppelin. Two Zeppelin dies in a Ryzen 2700X. God, my brain is just gone. The problem you watch.
Where is your brain? When you have too many rumors floating around in your brain.
Too many rumors.
That's why Brad keeps them at bay.
That's why, yeah, because I mean, really, you could trace yourself down this rumor rabbit hole forever, right? So that's the problem with even talking about rumors.
The rumor rabbit hole.
So yeah, what is that part though? What would they? Yeah, that's just.
I mean, so the thing is that someone said it was 8-core.
An Intel 8-core.
But I don't know about that because right underneath it is a 10-core part that's pretty recent. So,
Also, I mean, we have a question. NYTE Razor on YouTube says, what was the point in blurting it out anyway? Do you think it's something that's coming up, or why would they leak this image but also at the same time blur something out?
I wonder if it is something that identifies the source, right? Like they're the only ones who have that part right now or something.
I mean, but assume that this is an Intel part,
right? But
then you would assume, or somebody at Intel leaked this and they're like, well, we gotta blur this out. And then it's like, wait, but then it just showed that if you're on the Intel side leaking this, right?
I don't know. I mean, I guess that I'm wondering if it is some yet known or unnamed part. Because look, there's also red in there. So it's almost like they're purposely trying to cover up the ability to determine what the name of it is.
Or, that red, okay.
That red is not there naturally in Cinebench.
True.
Be a bummer if you remember when...
So someone's trying to real hard to cover that up.
Well, not hard. I think I mean, if they really wanted to just cut it out, I would just, block it out and just fill in it with black. Just boom.
Yeah.
All gone.
Huh.
Yeah, I would think... Because, I think Elena's got a point. It's something that obviously says like, oh, we know who the hell leaked this. Or two, this is somewhat of a controlled leak, right? As a lot of people do suspect that, there's sort of like whispers like, yeah, let's start to leak performance data or something like that. And it's possible they were allowed to leak this, but not that.
Or someone's just trolling the internet.
Or someone's trolling it. I mean, Photoshop skills are amazing, right? So I should just make fake Photoshop images and just like seed them. But I don't know.
Also, Derek Morrison saying WCCF Tech has an uncensored image.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Really? Because I thought they got it from HKPC.
Yeah, I don't know. But also...
Let's look.
We have
I probably can't go
Jacques on YouTube says the blurred parts is the real test. After that, it loads the text files with the false Threadripper scores. It's an easy cheat.
Yeah, okay.
It says WCCF Tech, right?
Yeah.
The article I'm looking at right here, which is the one that's titled... Oh, that's a long title. It's the one about performance and overclocking and all that. It has a censored image as well.
Huh.
Yeah, because
maybe it's a Photoshop job. Maybe somebody put something back in.
Well, if they did a great job with making sure the numbering is still accurate. Because it does skip 5.
That is the weakness of rumors, though. But I clearly, one thing that should be said again is the Threadripper, the second gen Threadripper that AMD had. If you look at some of our pictures of it, it was a production part, and they had actually covered up the model number, so they are really ready to, the thing is ready to go, basically.
Derek follows up and says that the title of the article on WCCF Tech is Intel flagship Coffee Lake S 8-core ES CPU gets Cinebench benchmark leaked.
Oh, okay, let me take a look at that.
With the Threadripper on top of it?
I guess.
I mean, it's the same image.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got to say, I was really hoping to see the 8-core part at Computex, but it didn't show up. So that rumor's out there too, right? So again, this is another rumor. There is.
Oh, that's why people were saying 8-core. Okay, I see it.
Wait, what's the credit on that image?
And that's why it's red. Okay.
Where's the credit for that image?
Let me look.
I see a watermark on the top.
It looks like it came from Twitter originally. But I'm not sure who's the source on Twitter.
Wait, you said I could post this, right? No.
Post it on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's supposedly the 8-core Coffee Lake
Right.
S flagship processor. That's
Okay.
why people are saying it's 8-core. Okay, I get it now.
Right.
I'm just behind on news, y'all.
But I mean, even that in itself is, of course, still not confirmed by
No.
Intel. I'm hoping it's the 8088K version, maybe. That'd be cool, right? But that's not going to happen.
Do you have the link to that article?
Yeah.
Can you
hang
put it
on
in
a second.
Slack?
Yeah, sure.
That what clock does it say it's running at?
3.1.
Okay, I don't believe that. Over 7900X with 10 cores.
Yeah, seems a little strange. So the source is unknown. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and again,
So this is the part of the rumors that Brad really wouldn't want us to wade into.
right? Who's gonna? I can't see an 8-core Coffee Lake part outperforming a 10-core Skylake X. So it's just not gonna. Oh wait, was that Broadwell or was that? Either way, it's not gonna really happen unless the clocks are way up there.
Yeah.
And if it's saying, of course, 3.1 is probably the base clock, so.
All right.
We'll see, right? For all we know, it's overclocked. That's why people love to play this game, and I know that's why people like to talk about rumors, but I wouldn't put too much stock in it. Final parts don't always match what you see.
All right,
So don't get
updating
too
it with
caught up.
the new image. Sorry, give me a second.
Oh, are we gonna show?
Oh, you're going to do that?
So there's.
We're going to
there
go
it
full
is.
on. Brad is like,
Yeah.
he's at his desk
Shaking
spinning
his
around.
Well, he doesn't know what
He's
hurt
at
him.
he's at the bar. He just slammed his beer stein down.
Genuine Intel CPU 0000.
Genuine Intel
Yeah, an
CPU.
8 core at 310 is clocking a little higher than a 10 core at 3.2 or 3.3.
Yeah, those are probably base clocks. But
okay.
I just have
Interesting.
I have a hard time believing it would be
But
that competitive without it being
Over a
clocked up.
7900X. Yeah.
It'd have to be clocked up pretty good for that to happen.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
the
again,
plot
you don't know.
thickens, right?
Is that a stock clock or is it what? I don't know.
Who knows?
So, interesting. Very interesting. For the CPU, you got, the rumors since this is all rumors, we got Threadripper clearly coming, maybe 2990X. That seems pretty solid. 32 cores. We don't know price. Nobody's claimed to say what the price is.
No, we're still taking bets on that one.
I could tell you, no one's going to know. No one is going to know what the price of that. As you watch the internet over there, whenever the launch date is, there's going to be price leaks. I wouldn't put any grain of salt into any of those because, as we know, with the original launch of Ryzen and also Threadripper, the prices are held very, very close to the best. It really is. The people who sign this shirt know how much it costs, and that's about it.
Well, but even
Nobody
then,
else does.
it could fluctuate towards the end, right?
Yeah,
it's probably not even set in stone.
Right, because it's always a chess move, right? Because they have to anticipate where Intel's going to come in. Intel clearly has a part coming. Skeptical internet doesn't believe it. They got a part coming, so they got to react. They have to be in the right place with the right price.
Side note, we have a question, a burning question from Jinxie Cheng. Does my motherboard need 2 times 8 pins power to overclock Threadripper 32 cores? Do you know?
I have no idea, but it's a rumor, so I'm going to say yes and no because no one knows. I have no idea. It looks like it overclocks better, which is good. So, but it's still clearly a workstation part, kind of converted for desktop. But I'm going to guess you do need a ton of power for it. It's 250 watts TDP on that thing for thermals. So,
Is that a fidget spinner I hear?
yeah, I can hear it. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm still rocking this RGB one, except for this one, the battery's drained, so it stops after a bit. But yeah, the bearings in this are real nasty. I should have grabbed my other one. Sorry, my new Razer one. The bearings in that one are nice and smooth.
So I wouldn't hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, these ones are bad. Anyway, it has RGB. Anyway, yes. No. Any more things to cover on this?
I don't think there is. And of course, we have the 8-core Coffee Lake part, which sounds like I don't know, CES maybe, I would think, or maybe Gamescom or something.
That late, you think, CES?
I mean, they're looking for, they sort of have to slot them into a launch part. I mean, it's clearly something that's out there. I would think maybe Gamescom August, maybe for that 8-core part, maybe.
Maybe a little soon.
Again, this is all rumor and speculation. Ain't no one knows.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we got another question from Enigmatastic on a sub on Twitch. Says, was the heatsink confirmed as incled?
It is not. It is an optional heatsink.
Ah, okay.
So
And price? No?
They basically, no price was given. This is the Threadripper heatsink.
Massive.
It's RGB.
Cool. That thing's
I like somebody because we had it in our video and somebody was like, oh, just a regular heatsink, and then pull like this.
no.
But it is, they basically wanted to have an option for people, and it makes sense. If they included that with the CPU, the box would be bigger than a shoebox for one, and then also it would cost more. So a lot, it does not seem like a cheap heatsink. So it makes sense not to include it, I got to say.
So to clear it up, it doesn't come with any cooler.
No cooler at all.
Come with
It'll be a
so you
processor
have to
in
get
box.
something regardless.
Yeah, I mean, remember the original Threadripper? I wouldn't be surprised if there's new Threadripper packaging, because that collectible, packaging was pretty cool, right? In the original Threadripper, neat stuff. You keep it on your shelf, and I think there won't be a heatsink.
Okay.
Too expensive, and they know that 80 to 90% of people who build a 32-core system with a $1,500 or $1,200 CPU are not going to use the box heatsink.
No, they're going to have their own cooler they want to use.
Yeah, you're gonna want to run liquid. You could run whatever, or so it's just an option they want people to have.
But what an option it is!
It is. I'm interested to see if they redesign the box, or do they just have a ton of the old boxes sitting around. I mean, I got to say, for 8086K, I was a little disappointed it wasn't in a cooler box, but still. It's
but that's
a neat
Intel, right?
collectible
They
part,
don't,
right?
Intel doesn't do cool boxes, right?
Yeah, it's tough on their scale because,
sure. But I mean, they could, what I would have liked to have seen if they had introduced some of the packaging from that original launch, like some of that design language and put it on the box.
That would have been neat.
That would have been really great for the nostalgia factor.
8086K, there were no retail parts. People weren't buying them, but they could have done a vintage kind of
I know.
vintage paper,
something.
1980s. What would it look like? It would look, or they could have used the ancient Intel logo. From
it would
back
have
then.
that rounded edge thing from the late 70s, probably.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I mean, there are
really
some
neat.
Opportunities that could have been there.
You're just printing on a box, so it's not like you have to do anything extra special for production.
Yeah, it'd be there's got to be a way to make the 8086K even more collectible. We'll have to figure out a way.
So just to confirm, Jinxie's asking, did you see the box of Threadripper 2 at Computex or no?
No boxes. There were no retail boxes. So the only thing that people saw, the media saw, were the actual CPUs, which we're told were near production parts. We saw the heatsink. We saw a system setup. So
okay,
and that's pretty much it. Ian Cuttress actually had a story, and I've not verified this with AMD. They said, right, go pound sand. Basically talking about how the memory configuration is, because remember there's 4 dies in the Threadripper second gen Threadripper. So right now the memory controllers on both of them are hot on the current Threadripper, because you have 2 real dies, 2 dead dies, 2 dummy dies, shims, whatever you want to call it. And Ian's story basically said that memory access will be through the second thread through the Threadrippers. So number 3 and number 4 will talk through number 1 and number 2 through the Infinity Fabric. I've not confirmed that with AMD. I mean, I guess, so it'd be interesting. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, clearly it's months away at this point. Couple months anyway.
Weren't we thinking August maybe?
Yeah, probably August, I think, is what they were officially saying.
So that's a month and a half?
Yeah,
maybe?
months away.
Yeah.
2 months. Okay, it's still months.
They go the very end of the month. It's 2 months.
That's yeah.
I guess.
That's
it just makes it sound like it's, CES time or something.
No, not CES time. But we don't know yet. We're clearly, they're still finishing up some stuff, and they're going to tell us what it is. So I wouldn't put too much stock in all the rumors, which is the weakness of rumors, right? So
well,
we're still talking about them anyway.
Well, and what it is coming out around CES time. Wink, wink.
Oh, right.
The GTX.
No, that's not true.
1180.
That's not true at all.
Oh,
That's what I read.
Segway.
CES.
Segway. Those things people ride around on.
Nvidia 1180.
I heard
CES,
July.
CES confirmed.
I heard July. Adam.
What? Where'd you hear that? No, I heard GDC confirmed.
Yeah.
E3 confirmed.
Yeah. And then you know what I liked is immediately at Computex, everything like shifted because everybody said, "Oh, it's going to be Computex," and immediately it was, "It's going to be July," it's going to be August.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So maybe we should back up and go over what these rumors have been.
I'm
sure most everyone listening to us already knows them, but just for people who maybe haven't been.
Yeah, there have been many, right?
For people who don't know, Nvidia is working on new cards.
Supposedly.
It's the 2000 series, right? Or is it 1100 series?
Who knows?
Who knows, right?
Right. It is the, yeah, no, it's like, so the next generation. What I like is nobody even knows what it is, right? It's not Volta, right? It's now Turing. Isn't there another one?
I've no idea.
Oh, Ampere, right? So there's like, I don't even know. And then I saw something the other day, it was like, because it was Alan Turing's, I'm massacring his last name. Turing's his birthday. So it's like, this could confirm something. It's like,
oh, Turing's birthday.
I think Nvidia put out a tweet saying his birthday, right? So people are like, the Threadripper stuff clearly. Now for people who look at rumors, I can judge. I feel like the Threadripper 2, second gen Threadripper, those seem like pretty firm rumors, right? I mean, there's something there. I don't know about the Nvidia rumors. They are really the reason why it's not really a good idea to pay too close attention to rumors, right?
I mean,
because how much they're moving everywhere.
Well, also the thing with Nvidia is that they can literally drop it at any moment, right? You know, like they.
Do you think they're holding it? Do you think they're just sitting out and saying just say dance, people dance?
I mean, what as opposed to like manufacturing problems, or they're just not getting.
No, I
yields
just mean that maybe they're just waiting. Just because they can, just squeezing as much money as they can out of the now not so terrible prices for, cards.
Or what if they're waiting for AMD to announce Vega 2 and then immediately release, right? Maybe they're waiting for AMD to do something.
I think that...
just so they can counter.
I think that used to be the way things were done with NVIDIA, but clearly there has been a lack of execution on AMD graphics side as far as getting newer parts launched. So I think there's other reasons. I mean, we're in this weird bubble too because of the whole cryptocurrency thing,
which is starting to improve.
Which is improving. You were just checking prices, right? They're almost back to earth.
For the most part, when I see a deal now, they're at MSRP. But the fact that it's a deal and being announced kind of tells you that it's not actually just you walk into a store, get it for the list price, and then walk out the door. But at least the quote-unquote deal prices are the normal prices again.
That's just
like GTX 1080 the other day was $495. That was an EVGA model. So
that's pretty good. I just want to show the back.
It's better.
And the other thing I think is interesting is because the 1180 rumors, because it seems like everybody's settled on it's going to be called 1180. It's not going to be called 2080 or GeForce A or something.
Well, but if they did go back to 1,000 numberings, then you can get up to the 8800 again pretty soon, right?
And then we'll just cycle again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they could do GeForce FX, 5600, 5800. They could do that. I mean, you could just it's like the odometer. It's rolled over, right? Because we rolled over multiple times. But on 1180, the rumors are insane, and I don't know what's up because this morning I just was looking and somebody on Reddit posted a picture of a PCB. Like a test PCB that's supposed to be, Turing, Volta, Ampere, whatever the heck it is. It had 3 8-pin power.
Whoa.
And a ton of fans. Clearly it was just a test mock-up PCB, and it had 12 gigs of GDDR6, I think. And 384-bit memory interface.
I mean, I know it's a test piece of equipment, but seriously, 3 8-pin connectors.
Yeah, I mean, it is not gonna happen, right? It's just not. I don't believe that NVIDIA will be releasing a 3-pin
Not
consumer board.
No,
That would mess
not-
with everyone's cable management.
Well, they've been touting for how many generations now the fact that they have a lower TDP on their cards. I can't imagine them going back to a higher, draw.
Well, so, and of course, I love this because that's why we talk about the rumors. The rumors are just here to keep your head spinning. I think this one is from Tech Radar, and they're saying 1180, 3584 CUDA cores compared to 1080s, 2560, and they're also saying 200 watt TDP. So not 180 current, 1080s 180 TDP on a stock card. So a little more power. I don't know. Is that true? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just write stuff right now, and this is the reason why Brad hates this stuff because it's like I don't know. No, you don't know. Who knows what's real, right?
Wait, sorry. Just go back for a second. What was the Twitter account that tweeted Turing's birthday? What was?
I think it was Nvidia. Nvidia just tweeted, "Hey, happy birthday, Alan Turing!" Right?
Huh.
Right. So you could.
I'm just going to go to their Twitter account, see if I can pull out any other rumors.
I would if I had. Oh wait, I might. This may actually be working.
3 days
now.
ago, Nvidia tweeted that.
Yeah. So somebody ran in like, oh, this is confirmation of something. Yeah, the confirmation of them
June
saying
23rd.
Happy birthday, Alan Turing.
Actually, hey, they have a cute photo from a Pride parade in San Francisco this weekend. That's actually a nice photo with Jensen.
The people I don't know. Like, I'm gonna read you this headline. I just did a search for Alan Turing Nvidia. Top story. Of course, is Google, so it's bended toward me because I didn't do this incognito. Nvidia celebrate Alan Turing's birthday, GTX 1180 confirmed. Tweet down.
Question mark.
Question
though.
mark.
Question mark. I love sometimes how we're able to scrape together some kind of story based on
People are just
speculation.
I don't know.
You know what?
It's funny though, right? I mean, it's weird because we're kind of when I asked if Lisa Su and Jim Anderson could sign a t-shirt, I was kind of like, oh, it'd be kind of cool, right? Kind of funny in a way, but we're sort of at that point where it feels like people who make parts for PC gaming, for PC enthusiasts, are sort of like celebrities.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like it's like we, the tech media, have been turned into paparazzi. Like we're standing around like.
Are we now
some
entertainment
celebrity?
online?
Yeah, we're like TMZ standing around. Well, not TMZ, but we're standing around the outside of some celebrity's house waiting for them to leave to get a cup of coffee. Right? Like, well, they might be 1180. They said, "Hey, happy birthday, Alan Turing."
You know what? I think Jensen was in San Francisco for the Pride Parade to show off 1180s.
Really?
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Yeah,
they put it on
up
their
now.
Twitter.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. You're making that up.
No, confirmed.
What was the other one? Oh, so there was a test board. Did you see this test board? So
No, I do want to see it.
Do you got a link?
We're sorry. Let me
Show
let me
and
go.
tell.
This is hot hardware. Everybody picked up that prototype card.
I'm just glad Brad hasn't come in the chat yet.
Brad, he would shut this down.
He's
Renounce
doing a
everyone.
good job of staying on vacation.
Yeah.
Brad actually has a remote kill switch when he's on the show, so he can just like.
All right, let me get this graphic loaded, and then we can bring it in.
Yeah, there's a prototype card.
Dang.
So is this the one with the multiple pins?
Yeah, and I guess apparently it has a NVLink on there, NVLink 2. Yeah. I mean, I could see this being like a next generation high-end Titan card, but I can't see this being
Oh, weird. This isn't
an equivalent of a 1080 or even a 1080 Ti. It's possible, but I don't think so. And who knows? I don't know. The rumors are they're out of control right now, especially with Nvidia. People are like anything. Like it does feel like celebrity gossip sites almost.
It's weird. I can't save it as a JPEG, so.
Right, where you have to manufacture something to talk about because there's nothing to talk about just yet.
Anything at all. Oh my God. J-Lo went to go get a cup of coffee. Of course, nobody knows who J-Lo is anymore.
Who?
Yeah. So. What's a current? Are there any current celebrities that I don't?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Ninja
Turtles?
No,
Those are celebrities?
the streamer, the guy who does all the Fortnite streaming, Ninja. He's the celebrity.
Really?
Him and Drake.
I'm too old to. Really? Oh no, so Drake, he's a celebrity, right?
Yeah. So when's
Drake spotted walking down Sunset Boulevard with a cup of Starbucks.
When is Drake's birthday? We need to find this out.
See,
I think 1180.
Remember my idea? So my problem is all the names. It's like Alan Turing. You have like Coffee Lake. You've got Zen. All those kind of. I really think they should use celebrity names and fast food because it's hard to relate as a regular person to a mathematician from England and concepts we don't understand. That's why I think it should be like CPUs should have celebrity names, and then maybe GPUs could have like fast food or something like that. Chicken McNuggets for the new 10 nanometer process CPU. Yeah. Is that not going to work?
I don't know. I think
people are like, you'd understand like, oh, the Bieber, but then you'd pick like
The
celebrities
Bieber.
Nobody likes, right? Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh yeah, they're working on the new 7 nanometer
Roseanne
Paltrow.
Barr.
I don't
The
know.
bar.
I would just get too hungry if everything was named after food.
Fast food.
I would still get hungry.
Oh, that would be pretty good.
I mean, I go to Del Taco sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Are there? Let me just. Are they even? They like. We can just like search on 1180.
Real quick, we got a speculation here on a rumor. Marshall Uranus, I guess, on YouTube.
Wait. Breaking news. GTX 1180 rumor points to possible September launch.
Oh, confirmed.
Oh, confirmed. So, by the way, it could come in July, August, or September.
Confirmed. Sorry, that previously mentioned person on YouTube is saying, that we should talk about GPP 2.0, but I'm saying maybe that's the reason why they're pushing it off is because they're laying all the new groundwork for the new GPP 2.0, and it's not ready yet.
I think GPP is definitely, that's something that's going to be deep six. I understand they took that, tied some cement sacks to it and threw it in the river. The name anyway, who knows, but who knows what. But clearly that was not a good look.
Side note, chat has caught up with some interesting names for GPU names.
Are they fast food?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we
beer battered fries, AMD McConaughey.
Yeah, see that was that
jalapeno nacho. It runs hot. Spicy burrito. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to like Coffee Lake. No, especially when you go like Coffee Lake, Ice Lake, Cannon Lake, which is what
Lake.
Too many lakes.
Big Mac.
Would you really want a lake full of whiskey? Actually,
Yes.
that would be pretty. Yeah, I know our boss John would.
Yeah, so for and those code names are actually they're just geographical areas near Intel places that develop CPUs or parts of Intel. So generally. But it'd be like interesting, right? Like I could keep it straighter if I knew like, oh, they've got the new Whopper coming up, that new 5 nanometer Whopper process. Okay, got it.
Real quick, Hitman45 on Twitch. He found Drake's birthday, October 24th.
Oh,
1180, October 24th, confirmed.
Do you think that's going to confirm 2080?
Yes.
The Drake edition.
Yes. 2080, the Drake edition. Also, Enigmatastic, our YouTube sub, is asking, do you know about the leaked Nvidia NDA document?
No, I haven't even heard about that. What is that?
In Germany today, a couple tech media released their statement about the new Nvidia NDAs they signed.
What? How is that even leaked? That thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I do know about that.
What is that?
So
Did you sign this document?
I have not actually signed it, but I do understand. What? So why would anybody even care?
because it's a hint that something could be happening.
I mean, why would you have somebody sign a document for an NDA for something that's not out yet? What if it's going to be out soon?
As I
have people sign
as I understand it, it is just simply an update. They're asking everybody who covers NVIDIA and who does agree to go to non-disclosure meetings to sign these documents.
Enigmatastic says it's video cards with a Z.
Yeah, I mean, so what it is it's just like any technology company. They're called non-disclosure agreements. You sign them, and if you disclose the information outside the parameters of that agreement, then they can really slap your hand. So,
or worse.
Gordon, where there's smoke, there's fire. Just tell us, when is the new 1180 coming out?
I got to tell you, it's going to come in July, August, or September.
God, imagine
or October.
Or October.
Imagine if it really hit on October 24th. How funny that would be.
It's actually like, There goes our Drake edition.
Oh, also another good CPU name, Ricky Lake.
Wait, who's that?
The old. Ricky Lake, the old talk show lady.
Ice Lake, Coffee Lake, Ricky Lake. I like that one. That's a good one.
On the AMD side, we got Wallet Ripper. Yeah, that's a good one. Or the McRipper.
Oh, I like that one.
Or Shintel Ripper.
I have for a long time been trying to. I've always wanted to find out the exact process for how the code names are created at these companies, but nobody even that process itself. I've been told no, we don't want to talk about that. So we
should have somebody on just to talk about process names.
I just want to know different
how they come up with the names.
And I always loved to do Uncle Grandpa Simpson, like talking about the old days. So way back. AMD actually, they had a new CPU. God, when was this? This must have been like post-Athlon, before 64, but I can't even remember the name of the CPU anymore, but they had a CPU, and they're like, okay, what's the code name? We don't want to give you the code name. We're not using code names. It's like, why? We're like, well... basically, there's some concern. Lawyers who are always no fun, making people sign NDAs for stuff. Their concern is the code names in the past have been so popular for our CPUs that people they're afraid they're going to lose control of the patent or something like it. It's like a trademark because people get so enamored. I mean, AMD does pick some really good code names, right? I mean, they had way back. You had Palomino, you had, God, I'm just like, that is like a long time ago. You had Thunderbird, and there were just all kinds of different, and they were like, we don't want to give you this code name because the lawyers are concerned people are going to use it so much, there will be no value to it, and the trademark will.
Right, you have to defend it otherwise.
So people just don't, and of course they eventually said, yeah, this is not working. So they went back to using code names.
It creates a buzz, gets people hyped up for it because there's something too sterile about just a part name or, just a designation.
Yeah.
I mean, I really did like Bulldozer as a name. That's a pretty good name.
That was a really good, that was a great code name that unfortunately was, not a great.
Well, it's just, no, I mean, it was accurate but the bulldozer wasn't going outward. It was going inward.
Well, yeah, I think my review of it back then was like, we didn't expect it to actually be as fast as a bulldozer. It was like, beep, beep.
Oh man!
Yeah,
hot takes from.
Hey, we're different. It's a different world now.
Damn, that's savage, Gordon.
Because it was like.
I guess you can get away with that in Maximum PC.
Is it on? Is it? No, it was not. It was not the bulldozer days. Everybody can admit we're not. I mean, they're fine parts for what they are and the price they're at, but that is not where they wanted to be with bulldozer. And it was just like, it was like, yeah, it was not a good look. So
that's pretty good.
It was a miscalculation that was, it was actually really hard to recover from. I mean, but you can say if you didn't have Bulldozer, you wouldn't have Ryzen because Zen was a completely, rethink of everything.
True.
They went down the wrong path. And I got to say, to be fair, they're not the only ones. Pentium 4, NetBurst was the same thing. They went down the wrong path, and it led to a dead end where they just got beat up by AMD forever. They got beat up by Pentium 3. Pentium 3 beat up on Pentium 4 for a while. So.
Well, do we have any more Nvidia rumors, or should we?
Let's just. It's been 5 minutes. I think we should do another search.
I did want to say though, I know it's not a rumor, but I do think it's kind of cool that in contrast to all these rumors swirling around about Nvidia, that AMD actually came out and said that they want to recommit to yearly releases for their GPUs.
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely something that should be good. I mean,
I'm excited for that. Honestly, I think that'll keep things moving along.
It'll be better for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, when whatever the new AMD graphics part is, and to be fair, they're not bad, but they just don't compete at the high end. But if they need to compete in volume and in performance,
I don't think you have to necessarily be always at the high end to be exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people like the Halo parts. People got jazzed over the 1080 Ti, and
I'm not saying they're not exciting, but I would say there's two levels of exciting, right? There's like, for example, you have the cars that you dream about and they're exciting for that reason, and then there are cars that you can actually drive and they're exciting for that reason.
Yeah, and I think what I'm really excited for too, like you, is just like when we see the exact same thing, this all out knuckle bruising fight between AMD and Intel over core count. It's insane. I did this. I think did we talk about this? I did a chart where like I mapped out all of the high end desktop parts, and it just was like it's a slow. Like over 5 years, we went from 4 cores to 6 cores, and then it went to 8, and then we kind of went to 10, and then suddenly like it go hockey stick, right? It was insane. So I mean, could you imagine that applied to GPUs? Of course, the bad thing is developers have to catch up. So, but the chicken, the chicken has to have the egg first. How the hell did that first chicken get here?
Jesus.
The egg must have been first, right? Or was the chicken first?
Egg.
I think the egg. Probably, some dinosaur-laid egg. They're like, whoa, what's that?
Yeah, it's a chicken.
So high-end GPU, high-end CPU, it has to get here first. So it'll get here. Developers will eventually support it.
All right, real quick, we have somebody who deciphered the code. It seems like they've been working on it a long time to figure out when 1180s are going to be released.
Okay.
Over on Facebook. Todd Madine is saying Brad is not here because he is testing the 1180.
Oh, that's it. And
boom.
Also confirmed. He's under that Nvidia NDA.
Yep. So
he can't talk about it.
I'm going to show the screen is dark. He's not here because he's at home.
He's on vacation.
He's on vacation testing the 1180.
Yeah, and it's actually not the 1180. It's the 1111 1180. Right. The Justin Bieber built on the Justin Bieber 7-nanometer.
We can all stop, doing rumors. He figured it out. So yeah.
Dang
it. It is just crazy. I swear to God, I think there are some new rumors in the last 5 minutes. It's just like everybody.
All right, should we take some questions?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to switch the graphic, and then I'm going to tell people to put your questions in the chat right now because I'm going to ask them to these lovely people, and we're going to answer them as a group. Yeah, it can be rumors. It can be more about the Threadripper.
Just in breaking news.
Breaking news.
Digital trends. Nvidia could debut GTX 11 series graphics cards after September.
October 24th.
October 24th. That's the one I'm gunning for. Actually, somebody said, I think it was Rusty said Gamescom confirmed. Yeah.
That would be August.
I swear to God.
True.
It just makes you... Nvidia has finally figured out a way to beat the rumors, right?
Well,
the leaks. I don't know what is going on, but basically, in my book, all the rumors are just... All the rumor mill, everything is just... I don't believe any of it at this point.
That's the thing, too. They've also been pretty good, if you want to use such a word, about staggering their releases in a way that's not always predictable. So they can actually fuel these rumors that way, right? So for July, there was it a Pascal? No, sorry, the one at Titan card that came out during Comic-Con. So that's July.
Right.
We have Gamescom in August. We also have PAX in August.
Right.
And then there's September, so there's IFA, which is not really about desktop stuff as much sometimes, but who knows? And then October we have Drake's birthday, so
yeah, confirmed.
Seriously, guys, now I really want a Drake edition card where, like, if you open the box, you just hear him sing.
I can't even think of a song of his.
They do have that. Nvidia did announce that CEO edition.
Right? They did.
Oh yeah,
did
they announce a price on that?
Somebody was asking us to talk about
your firstborn.
Oh Lord,
and
it's
a line of credit on your house.
Are you guys ready for some questions? Because they're piling up.
Oh yeah, we better do them.
Over on Facebook, we got Sanus Hydra. Do you think AMD will have something to compete if Nvidia is doing something this year?
That would be negative. I don't think they have anything to.
I think they're probably retooling after all the personnel changes.
Wait, so you are confirming Nvidia will have something this year? You just confirmed it.
No, I'm under NDA. I'm not even under NDA. I'm making that up. I don't think I don't think, all indications are from the public roadmap from AMD is, we have, new parts for server, but consumer parts that are something new, no, that would go up against a new Pascal Turing Ampere part, no.
Also, we have Dan who just tuned in. Thank you for joining us. He's coming from Israel, so welcome.
Cool.
We got Asisvania on YouTube. Gordon, if you were Jensen, would you release new GeForce cards, or would you wait until Q4 2018, Q1 2019? If you were Jensen, what would you do?
I'd probably wait at this point. There are. I'd wait for my good friend Drake.
Drake's birthday.
I gotta say, Drake's feeling pretty bad after that Raptors blow up by the Cavs.
Oh, so, yeah, that is pretty
trying
bad.
to make him feel happy. So if I'm Jensen, I base everything just on what my celebrity friends want. No, but I would think, there's a rumor that there's a build of cards because the crypto thing is finally blown up. There's an excess inventory. There was a story of 300,000 GeForce cards out there that are coming back.
Rusty just asked that too. How bad did you think Nvidia messed up with those extra 300,000?
I don't think they messed up at all because those cards will sell. I mean, let's face it. There has been a drought of GPUs for it feels like 10 months.
It's been a good while.
So it's been 8 months of demand where people are just like holding off upgrades, feeling bad about kind of stuff. I think those cards will still go. I mean, if they push out the launch to say CES or something, what do they lose really? There's no real competition. Those cards are still in demand. PC gaming is still, going gangbusters. So hell, I don't think it's that bad at all.
So to follow up that, Elopez 580 is asking, do you think Nvidia is waiting till they can clear out that old inventory before they release the new stuff?
It's one theory that's out there, but again, at this point, most of the leaks, in my mind, have been discredited because I ain't got an 1180 here, and I don't know. It is possible, but it does feel like there's just so much misinformation out there. You don't know what's real.
Our 1180 is over with Brad. He's testing it right now. Confirmed.
Yeah. Everything you need to know.
Yeah.
GDDR7, folks.
7.
Nathan Lowry on YouTube's asking, or maybe it's Twitch. I think it's Twitch, actually. Do you think Nvidia is dragging their feet to avoid anti-competition sanctions?
No.
I don't think that a single release of a product would, land somebody in hot water.
Yeah, I don't. I know people got up in arms about GPP and all kinds of stuff, but I don't see it as the issue. I don't think they'd be waiting for that, and it really is, producing new parts in the market is good for consumers ultimately. So that would not be like something that I would think they'd want to delay for.
Okay. What do we got? Enigmatastic on Twitch. This one is specifically for Elena, so Gordon, you can't answer.
It's console based,
yes.
Isn't it?
Does Elena think next gen consoles will still be 8 cores?
I mean,
yes.
I don't really think that. How do I put this? So the part that's in the current Xbox right now, Xbox One, is not truly an 8-core part. So I guess the answer could be yes, no, maybe. Because even if they put in, say, a 4-core part, that thing probably would still have more performance than the existing.
Those Jaguar cores.
Oh, God, they're so old.
So there's the rumors of Zen Core and PlayStation 5.
Right.
It's going to be as.
Right. So, I mean, we saw the performance out of the Xbox One X PC build. I mean, that we had like a low-end Ryzen part. Was it the Ryzen 3 1200? I still think you're going to get more performance out of that.
Oh, yeah.
Than the current system. So I just don't think it's going to be a core thing.
On the CPU side, by the way, we don't mean graphically.
But so here's the thing. I think in terms of performance, it doesn't really matter how many cores they have. But in terms of marketing, they're going to probably still try for something that they can sell that sounds as good as 8 cores. That's going to be a problem for them. Because they've spent the last 5 years marketing to console gamers who are probably not necessarily following PC trends. That this is an 8-core system, and suddenly they say, "Hey, here's your PlayStation 5. It has 4 cores."
Yeah. Hey, wasn't the whatever that special thing they put in the PlayStation 3? What was the name of that?
God, I know what you're talking about,
yeah,
but
right.
I can't think of it.
Cell processor.
Yes.
Wasn't that 8 cores? That was, or maybe I think it was 9 cores, right? Wasn't it one?
I don't know.
Anyway.
So it'll be a little bit difficult marketing wise, I think, but
You can overclock it.
But I can't really see them going to anything with an actual 8-core current chip, though.
Yeah.
Who knows? They're doing custom parts.
Wait, so you're saying that console gamers are not that sophisticated about the hardware when they go and screw about how great Xbox One X
it's
or
all about the
PlayStation
games,
4
man.
Pro is?
It's all about the games.
Like, they would just go on just kind of core count or
the people who buy the X.
I can't hear you, Gordon, because I'm too busy playing
not sure.
4K FreeSync with the console right now.
She was yesterday. I watched her
with a controller.
That's
no,
what you do.
She did have a keyboard plugged in.
Also, Brad plays with a controller on PC, so
I do too. And also,
you're outnumbered.
Fighting in sports games.
Speaking of rumors, Razer, Microsoft may be teaming up for a keyboard and mouse on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
this is insane.
I think I just
no, the insane part is Elena's like, because I'm like, well, what's up? Why can't you, like, maybe they should have this thing. It's called a USB port on these devices, and you can plug these things called a mouse and keyboard in and use them on the console. Elena's like, you can use a mouse and keyboard on the Xbox.
We did yesterday.
Just not in the games.
No.
I never tried a mouse, but definitely you can use a keyboard. You could use a keyboard for input on an original Xbox,
But
I think.
you can't use it in the games, though, right?
We're running out of time, and we have 5 questions.
All right, go.
No time for a console rant.
You started this.
Hey, I didn't. It was enigmatastic.
No, but you gave us that. You gave us that question ahead of the other questions.
Yeah, actually. Okay. Ziv Zoolander Q is asking, will you guys be doing any mini ITX builds in the near future?
I want to.
What do you want to build it on?
Good answer. We'll have to talk about that later.
Right.
Superman. Nvidia NDA signed equals cannot provide negative review of any graphics card for 5 years. Confirm.
That is not true. I will say, because in the old days I have signed them when I was allowed, and I've read plenty of them, and there are, as much as everybody wants to think, there's like, oh, you do this, you sign the NDA and you can't say negative things. That is not true at all.
That would put a company out of business trying to do something like that.
Yeah, and it just does not happen. There are people who, if you want to see this thing, you got to sign this, you go in, and if that were true, you would see nothing but glowing reviews about every single product out there, and that ain't true.
No, typically, I think I talked about this, most NDAs are pretty basic. Like, you're here, don't put this stuff on social media. Like, it's very basic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't break the date. Yeah.
Don't break the date.
Hurlemania is asking, thinking of getting an Asus Crosshair 7 Wi-Fi and 2700X. Is that a good choice? Yes, no.
Depends on what you do, right?
Yeah.
So if you need 8 cores, and you like, it's hard to beat that price. $319 for 2700X with the cooler.
It was $300 the other day.
Was it $300?
On sale. On sale.
So yeah, if that's, you want to build an 8-core CPU, 16 threads, reasonable price.
I think the motherboard that they named that's like a high-end motherboard, isn't it?
I'm not
I'm guessing that's probably.
I think it's like.
I feel like it's standard.
It's very interesting because high-end motherboards are very different now. Like back in the old days, a high-end motherboard used to be a small socket. I'm not talking about big socket, things. We're talking like it used to be $350 to $400 for a high-end motherboard.
They're still that way.
Yeah, but those are like
sort of like that I put in that RGB build is not cheap, Gordon.
But no, so the mid-range motherboard, I swear to God, 10 years ago, $230 got you a really good motherboard. It was mid-range. You had all the extra USB controls, all the discrete controls and features and bling you wanted. Today, like a mid-range motherboard feels like it's $150 to $130, and a budget motherboard today is like $65. It used to be the $100 motherboard was a budget motherboard, $130, right? Now it's just like crazy.
Yeah, prices have gotten better, but You said the name so fast, but I thought that was
Crosshair 7.
Crosshair 7.
Crosshair 7. I think that's a like higher end board, so you're like 200, maybe low 300 range. The only thing I would say about that is that if you don't think you're going to actually use all the, extra features you get with that, maybe you could reduce, price a little on that. But otherwise, if you think you're going to make use of both parts or both components, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. JPEG. Really?
Nice.
JPG.
PNG.
How much do you think the current pricing problem with GPUs is going to affect the launch prices of the next generation?
Oh.
That launches in October 24th.
Oh, the new cards that'll launch in July, August, and September. October, November, December, January.
I mean, okay, so this is all rumors all the time, right? But if we're to believe that, say, a GTX 1180 is slightly higher in TDP and has much more CUDA cores than, in terms of stepping up versus previous generation.
More memory.
Right, all that. Then any price increases could much more easily be attributed to that than, the fact that people's anchor point for pricing has shifted. So I think it would be one of those things where it's really hard to pick out what would cause a higher price if there's some kind of very obvious performance increase that you're getting as well.
Yeah, I mean, I suspect it'll be. He's asked, or she is asking, if the current price is affected, Adam.
Yes.
Right. So like they're basically saying that if since everything's been inflated for so long,
the new normal has been higher. Do you think
that the new normal will be higher and people won't protest if they come in at a higher price than you would normally expect for a certain range?
I think they'll be higher. I think they'll. It's always going to be higher, mainly because there's lack of competition in the market, and that is the main issue. Not really what's out there, not cryptocurrency and all that stuff. It comes down to is if there's competition.
True.
So these parts you need to brace yourself. I'm sure they're going to be slightly more expensive. There'll be all kinds of gnashing of teeth, and then everybody will go out and buy 75% GeForce like they always do. Because what are you going to do? You could, maybe you can still buy some of these, 10 parts that are still out there.
Man, when the 10 parts first came out, there was some good times to be had on the 9 series parts.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. For how long did that last?
It was a good couple of months where they suddenly decided just to put all those on fire sale.
It'd be interesting because, if you could have got a 980 versus a 1060 at that time, they were sort of rough equivalents. Would you look back now and go, I should have bought that 1060 instead of a 960 or 980?
I think it just depends what price you got at the time and how much you were able to make use of it at the time.
Yeah, I generally would. I always kind of, especially with GPUs, I'd want something newer because there's just a lot of features that are supported on the newer architectures.
It's a hard choice to make, but sometimes you have to go with the cash that's on hand.
Well, and especially if you're stuck at 1080p gaming, a 980 is still not that bad.
It is. Yeah, 980 is still a very good card. So,
very good card.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so last question, and then we should recap the giveaway for people who came in late. Kindis on YouTube's asking, Elena, what happened to the Twitch streaming build? Please give us an update.
I'm still collecting parts, so I'm excited for this. I was going to try to do another video this week with all the unboxing and showing off the parts and basically making it Christmas in July. But I'm having trouble getting one component that I really need, so it may not be till next week, but it's still happening. I haven't forgotten about it. I'm very excited for it.
And also to clarify, this Twitch streaming build project's a little different than our normal live builds because those are centered around the actual build itself. Here, we're doing the picking and the building and all that fun stuff, but then also, learning how to set up Twitch properly and, what cameras to use, which, actual streaming goes into it.
More of the whole journey if you want to get,
What gaming chair are you going to get? Because honestly, that is the most important thing.
Good point.
Have you thought about what kind of beanie and also how far are you going to slump? Because I was thinking this.
I've been practicing.
That's pretty good. Let me switch to a different camera.
You got to work on that.
Also, and to clarify from Bastelwe, I've always
You're going to
messed
get
up
it
his
one of
name.
these days.
He taught me last time and I forgot. I'm sorry. We are still doing the live ones monthly, but it's been a little.
This is an extra project.
Yeah, and June was busy. July is going to be a little quieter, so we're going to get one in there. We're going to get one in there.
This is not a replacement of our normal live builds. It's just that I decided I really wanted to do something related to streaming, and
well, hey, and we have at least one person, Ziv on YouTube. He says that he loves the vlog style videos. So
great!
Boom, there we go. We got one fan. Gordon, why don't you tell them about that cool T-shirt you have?
So this is the last
where
thing.
they can get it, and then take us out of here.
If you came in late, before we sign out, we are going to be giving away this highly collectible.
What?
Well, I was going to show the front. So we're going to show the front.
What? You mean I could get that? How do I get that?
Can I get this?
You don't qualify. I don't.
Oh, dang it.
So this is a T-shirt and that AMD gave away during the announcement for the second generation Ryzen Threadripper, folks, not Threadripper 2, although that's what you call it. It says create with heavy metal. It's got the cool graphic they've been using in that new video they released. And the back of it is a tour style T-shirt. Of course, it's black because all concert T-shirts have to be black.
And it's signed.
And it is signed by Lisa Sue and Jim Anderson. So as far as I know, it's a one of a kind in the world. This shirt was so hard to get. AMD employees didn't even get it. So you can go to PCWorld.com or I think look at the show notes to see if you can enter on this. Bad news, America only, right?
Yeah, U.S. legal residents only.
Hold on real quick. Let me go to the link on PCWorld.com. It's because it's only legal residents of the 50 United States, including the District of Columbia or Canada, except for Quebec.
So no territories?
I don't know.
And sorry,
read
folks.
the TOCs. I worked with legal for a long time.
Yeah,
on
legal.
The TOCs.
We thank legal for
beautiful.
making it happen, but lawyers. There are lawyers involved, so we can't give it away to other people.
So no purchase necessary. You put in your name and your email address, and all we do is use that for getting getting a hold of you if you win. But also you get bonus entries if you're a Twitch. If you follow us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, you see it. There's a little widget. And so go check it out. And Gordon will package it up in a cool bag, right? Do you want to show the bag again?
While he's showing the bag.
This is the bag from Taiwan.
This out here.
It says Taipei City.
It's got a holographic sticker on it.
It has some desiccant. Oh no, it's a receipt. For the whatever I bought. I got this from 7-Eleven. Look, it has a hologram on the 7-Eleven bag. Also, I might be able to throw in a Ryzen T-shirt that I've never worn. I saw it in the drawer at home.
I like that he has to qualify this, or it's not a used T-shirt.
It was from the original launch as well. I think of Ryzen, so I got it. And my wife is always telling me to get rid of my T-shirts.
Can you hold the signature up to the?
Oh right, we're gonna hold the signature up.
But let me zoom in real time here.
All right, Adam is going to zoom in.
Adam's doing the camera thing
here.
here.
This is real, so you can see that. Signed by Lisa Sue. I witnessed her signing it, and Jim Anderson signed it in front of me, so I'm not faking you. I didn't sign it myself. It's real, so it's cool. It is really cool. I mean, is it as cool as getting a CPU? But I don't know. For some people, it actually might be more cooler because
you can't get this anywhere else.
You can't get it anywhere else, and that is
also
kind of a fun thing.
Ziv
and
says
the bag.
it's a high thread count shirt. Huh?
It's a high thread count. It's got 32. I don't know. How many
32 threads?
Oh, yeah, 32 threads. 64.
Cool. So follow that link. The contest is going to be running for 2 weeks. We will announce it on the next Full Nerd, which is not next week because of American holidays. And then the week after that, the thing will close, and then it'll be done. Or maybe we should close the contest on Drake's birthday.
On Drake's birthday?
Too much competition. The 1180 is coming out then.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up, Gordon.
All right, for Chuck Beck. Okay, sorry. Got lost there for a second.
Yeah.
Check back next week for your fix of PC Talk on the Full Nerd. I'm really just like
next week.
Lights are killing. My eyes are just tired. For audio listeners, subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. Send questions and comments to thefullnerd.com. Oh wait. I can't even read this. Saying questions and comments. It really is just. I'm going to start over.
It's lunchtime.
We're going to burp.
It's lunchtime.
Check back next week for your fix of PC Talk on the Full Nerd. For audio listeners, subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, and also leave us a review on iTunes. I don't know why that's good, but apparently it is. Every time you do,
Another special edition shirt
thread gets
comes into play.
1180 rumor comes out. That's a good one, right?
That's too true.
Also, send questions and comments to thefullnerd@PCWorld.com. Thanks for coming. I'm Gordon Ung with Elena Yee.
Bye, everyone.
Adam Patrick Murray will hit the off switch.
Go sign up to win your own T-shirt because I can't. So I got to live through you. So win it.
Man, my eyes are...